This topic I'm about to dive into is something that matters always. It's literally the most important thing for us to focus on. I've touched on this before, but not in this specific way. So today I'm going to share with you someone that I have really been drawn to recently, and her name is Danielle LaPorte. Part of her work to this world is desire mapping. And the reason I think desire mapping is so important, it focuses on figuring out how we want to feel, not just how we want our lives to look or setting certain goals. Because a lot of times you can set goals and whether you achieve them or not, they don't often feel like you wanted them to because you were focusing on the wrong thing. You're focusing on getting to that point instead of how you wanted to feel when you got there. So desire mapping, and what I'm inviting you to do with me today, is to determine your core desired feelings. Do you hear that? Your core desired feelings. That's what this work is all about. And because no one can share her work better than herself, I'm going to share with you some clips of Danielle LaPorte in an interview with Marie Forleo. So this is just going to give you more context, and it's really going to help you understand what it means to figure out your core desired feelings and why it's so important to do. So let's dive in. We're going to start by listening to a clip about how desire mapping began and how goals can be unfulfilling because it's not about the goal.
All this started on a New Year's Eve, writing some goals out, sort of watching Ryan Seacrest by the fire. I write, it's like pay off MasterCard, lose the baby weight, get to Hawaii, all that. And I looked at my goals completely uninspired. And I thought, how do I really want to feel? And then it was like, sexy, affluence, abundant, earth, all of that. And I could breathe. It's not about the goal. I am wanting to feel a certain way when I get there. So it's not about the goal. It's about how you want to feel when you get there. And I made a little Post-it note, put it in my day timer, and slowly, this was 8 years. This is 8 years in the making, right? And I would ask myself, what am I going to do today to feel this way? And then I started asking myself, what am I going to do this quarter to feel this way? And it was like, what do my yearly goals need to look like to feel the way that I want to feel? And it changed what I went after. It changed how I went after it. I felt more the way I wanted to feel.
Notice how Danielle said that this was born from her just writing down goals on New Year's Eve of things that she genuinely wanted to do. It's not that she had silly goals or goals that she wasn't excited about or attached to or inspired by. It's just that she was focused on the goals and she didn't feel anything from them. And when we just set goals without feeling, then we don't even know how to really achieve the goal. And we don't even sometimes know how to feel when we get there. We might achieve the goal and then we go, oh, that's it? This is it? Because what we actually have to do is figure out how do we want to feel and start to practice feeling that way now. So as you heard Danielle say, she started to let her core desired feelings guide her goals and guide her life. So she would ask herself every day, how am I going to feel this way today? What am I going to do today in order to feel this feeling that I desire? So I know you want to figure out what your core desired feelings are. I wanted to too, which I've already done, and I'll share those with you shortly. So here's a clip of Danielle explaining how you can begin to determine your core desired feelings. Check it out.
So it's about your core, what I call your core desired feelings. So I'm going to give you the steps. We're going to do the reveal now. So step one of this is let's concentrate on just 3 areas. So in the desire map process, there's about 5 or 6 areas to look at in your life. But if you're at home doing this, you can grab a pen, you can write this down, you can do this in meditation, you can do this on a walk. Go through lifestyle and livelihood, go through body and wellness, and go through what I call relationships and society. So 3 areas of your life. And do a stream of consciousness about how you want to feel. Just riff. and don't hold back. So it's like, if you want to feel vitality, if you want to feel energized, you want to feel connected. So many people just want to feel connected. If you want to feel spicy, just write spicy down.
So during this process of determining your core desired feelings, you want to really let yourself be free and flowing, and don't overthink this. Just write down anything that you really want to feel when it comes to those categories. Obviously, if those categories don't resonate with you, you can totally change it up. You could just write, very generally speaking, how you'd like to feel. But I did find it helpful to go in and say, okay, how do I want to feel in my physical body? How do I want to feel in my relationship? How do I want to feel in my community? Things like that. But don't overthink this. Don't edit this yet. This is your process of just writing everything down. So if you even want to pause this right now, get out a sheet of paper and write those things down, turn on some music, and just brainstorm. How do you want to feel, right? And then in the next step, you're going to be narrowing these feelings down to 3, 5, or even 7 core desired feelings. And Danielle's going to share with you what you should stay away from when you determine your core desired feelings.
And then the intention is to get that down to 3, 4, maybe 5. And this is an art. This is not a science. So like, if your lucky number is 7 and you want to have 7 core desired feelings, you can have 7 core desired feelings. So you're going to narrow it down. And what I encourage people to do in that honing in phase is to stay away from like the big, audacious words like confidence and success.
How come?
Success has a feeling underneath. Maybe success for you, you might say, success is about respect. Okay, go deeper. What is respect about? Respect is about confidence. Go underneath that. Look up the definitions of the word. Find out the ontology of the words. And what's under confidence? Love. One of your core desired feelings is love.
It's important to know that when you define your core desired feelings, that you recognize and you understand fully that these core desired feelings must be generated from within. They are not meant to be things that you go reaching outside of yourself for, saying that this person needs to give me this feeling of love or this feeling of fulfillment, or that thing needs to make me feel like I'm good enough. These are feelings that we have to generate, we have to create, we have to practice within ourselves. Otherwise, we're just going to go around and make everyone else and ourselves miserable. So listen to Danielle elaborate on this.
Getting clear on your core desired feelings is not about you setting up the world to help you feel the way that you want to feel. So this isn't about, I want to feel loved. Of course you want to feel love. We all want to feel love. This is universal. This isn't about, I want to feel honored. I want to feel respected. You may need to live with those core desired feelings for a while, like try them on. But this is not about going into the office on Monday morning and thinking, I know my core desired feelings and I want to feel respected from this crew. You are relying on outside forces to inform your reality. This is not good. Knowing your core desired feelings is really about you becoming an intentional creator of your life.
I love that part at the end where she says, this is really about becoming an intentional creator of your life. And that gives me chills. Like saying that out loud and feeling that and knowing that I am the creator of my life, it's empowering. Obviously, we don't have control over everything, but that's why we have to really be intentional about where we place our focus. Understand that you are the creator of your own feelings, of your internal environment, and that is where you live. So instead of focusing on or creating any more goals this year, before you do that, make sure you tap in and you ask yourself, what is it that I want to feel in my life moving forward? Instead of what do I want to do, what do I want to be, what do I want to get, where do I want to live? No, back up. Those questions are great, but they can be misleading if we go straight to those questions, right? So if you already have goals, that's awesome. They may not change, but the way that you approach them might change if you tap in and see how you want to feel. What are your core desired feelings? So I'm going to share mine with you, although they're fresh and new and they might change over time. But here they are right now. I have 6 core desired feelings. I want to feel presence, fully present in my life, not distracted by thinking about the future or the past. What's next? Checking boxes. I just want to be here now. Presence. Enthusiasm. I want to feel enthusiasm about my life. I don't want to be apathetic and lazy and bored. I want to feel enthusiastic about my life. Trust. I think that word says it all. I want to trust my life, the universe, spirit, source, whatever you want to call it. I just want to trust and relax a little bit. Openness. I want to remain open to the things that are going to happen in my life and not be so afraid, right? Openness is willing to receive love and support and feedback and opportunities and abundance. Joy. This one is a work in progress because I have so many layers within me that are barriers against joy of like, no, I can't feel happy because I don't have a reason to feel happy. So I'm going to have to practice this one a lot. And the last one is integrity. So I want to feel like, that feeling of I know that I approve of what I'm doing and what I'm doing is in alignment with me, feeling integrity in my being. Like, yes, this is a full yes, whether it's something I'm eating, something I'm saying, something I'm doing. It's anything that I take part in, I want to feel like I'm doing it in integrity. So those are my core desired feelings right now, and I'm going to allow those feelings to guide what I do. And as Danielle says, she lets her core desired feelings guide where she eats dinner, what opportunities she says yes to, what she wears during the day. All these things are micro decisions maybe throughout the day that we make, but if we don't have those core desired feelings guiding us, then we could get lost and we could, fall off the path. And that's okay. That's going to happen. That's part of life. This is going to be messy, and we're not always going to feel our core desired feelings. But that is what contrast is for. Now, if you know your core desired feelings and you feel something other than those, you can go, oh, I am off the path. What is out of alignment here that I need to shift? How do I need to step? How can I step closer to my core desired feelings today? What decisions do I need to make in this moment for me to feel more of my core desired feelings? So it's really a guidebook or a compass for us to live by. Also, Danielle does have a planner that I just ordered. It's in the mail. I can't wait to get it. Maybe I'll even make a separate episode for you guys to show that to you. She also has a book called The Desire Map, which I have not read, but my girlfriend has it, so maybe I will get to take a peek at it. So definitely check those out. Everything will be linked for you, and just check out Danielle's work because it's awesome. And aside from that, go determine your core desired feelings and let them guide your life. Take care, you guys.